Shorty is worried. What's she writing about? He soon gets the answer. He's a nuisance. She's sending him to the zoo. He gets into too much mischief and he'll try anything once, twice, several times, in fact. But why worry? It's eat, drink, and be merry, for tomorrow we may die laughing. It so happens that visitors arrive, and in the excitement, plans for Shorty's punishment are sidetracked, and he's smart enough to realize it. All mischief is forgiven and forgotten when they can show him off, show how affectionate he is, and how angelic, and maybe find it. He's a worried chimp, but he's also patient, and he can wait. Meanwhile, with delicious smells to investigate, why go on worrying? He's seen this stuff make a nice bright light, so who knows, maybe he can get lighter and brighter. And that reminds him, there's stuff in the cellar they're saving for New Year's Eve. It's apple cider, and Shorty has been spanked for doing this, but he's determined to have his celebration now while he has his freedom. The girlfriend would like to see him, and he takes good care that she doesn't. The coast is clear to the barn, but she always threatens to outguess him. Keeping as still as a mouse in a pile of rustling hay is a tough job for a mouse, but not for Shorty. He's in the clear, and out here in the barnyard he can have fun, just as soon as she gives up the search. Shorty likes the farm, especially the dumb things, but they act as though he might be Tarzan. So he decides to look for something not quite so dumb. A pig pen is one place where there might be some nice, clean fun. What's all that squealing she hears down by the barn? Could it be they don't want to play? Not only could be, but these playmates seem to think Shorty has his mind on pork chops or spare ribs or maybe bacon and eggs. The farm lies in a pleasant valley, sometimes peaceful. It's all play and no work, except, of course, that a chimp works so hard to have fun, he runs himself ragged, and everyone else. Here's a new family he never saw before, and he doesn't know just how far he can go, with a mother who has no fear whatever and certainly doesn't think he's a Tarzan. There's no wild screaming and fluttering with this bunch, just a dignified quack quack, and come on, kids, let's take this ape to the river. Shorty is due for a surprise. Now, how do you like that? The only place a chimp won't go. Meanwhile, things quiet down, and even school children are hard at work when Shorty decides to improve his IQ. Goodbye, discipline now. No more work for this classroom except the hard work of trying to get rid of him. So, she hasn't given up. No, and now there are two on his trail. Shorty goes back to the river for another look, and this time it isn't ducks. There must be a chance here for some fun, with all those boys paying no attention to anything on shore, not even when he tries the diving board. Then he sees something very interesting. Clothes, nice dry clothes. Clothes they must have to get home. He can't see the boys, so he figures that they can't see him. The strange thing is they don't see him, so he decides on a lovely plan. Searching parties are not very close, so he starts to carry out his idea, and it's a honey. Down, down, down to the bottom. The boys will have to wait until it's dark to sneak home tonight. Shirts and pants won't float very long, and they'll be in a tough spot if they don't happen to be looking this way. Not one of them even knows there's a mischievous chimp on the loose when suddenly there's a yell from the water. Just let them get their hands on him. Shorty isn't quite decided whether they're laughing or calling him names until they get a little closer. No doubt about it now. He who plays pranks and runs away may live to have fun another day. A chimp on a farm is certainly hard to find, with all the broad fields and woods to hide in, and tricks to play on people who are so easy to fool. If he could laugh, he'd probably laugh himself right out of the tree. When they join forces, he'll have to be sharper, but Shorty has more ideas than whiskers on his chin. For instance, from up here, he can see in all directions around the farm, but from a distance, he's just another apple. Now it gets tougher. He's got to play his ace card. Can they believe their eyes? That scarecrow off there in the field, it moved. Shorty tries to keep still, but something tickles. There's a field mouse inside his coat. There, she's certain she saw it move. Shorty's got mice all right, all over him. The worst of it is he can't see them coming, but something tells him it's time to go. He can hear them now, and he wishes he was smart enough to get out of the coat and pants. It's very funny to them, but Shorty knows he looks very silly and not very bright, and that wounds his pride. Closer and closer they get, and he's just about exhausted when she calls to him not to worry. They've decided not to send him away after all. They're going to give him another chance. Well, that's different. He doesn't mind her catching him so long as he doesn't catch a licking. And it doesn't look as though there's a chance of catching anything very bad. Oh, what a day. Threatened with being sent to a zoo, and now all is forgiven. There might even be a nice supper for him when they get home. Anything can happen to Shorty, and generally does. Now he's the man who came to dinner. And for one who likes to tease, it isn't easy to take teasing. Is this for him? Well, at last. Shorty is never to be teased to drink milk or eat spinach or anything else that'll make him grow up to be a big chimp. But he still has to be punished, or at least teased a little more, just to remind him that there is a price to pay for mischief, and the bill is long overdue. He can take it just so long, but all is well, and they decide to keep Shorty for laughs.